What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon, aka Bubba. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's living life, doing what they're supposed to do and what they want to do to the best of their ability and capabilities. Yeah, so hey, y'all know the mission once again. Bring back Bubba Brazil. Bring back Bubba Brazil. Yeah, but I wanted to talk about, since I've been back here, in the States for about a couple of years now, I want to just talk about like how, especially all the people that been living overseas, and apologize for the wind. Hopefully I get a mic soon. I keep saying that, but for those that has lived abroad or traveled abroad overseas for an extensive amount of time, especially those that have lived abroad, for quite some time, and they come back here to the States or wherever home, Western home that you're from. And like I say, I mean West, Canada, Australia, UK, countries like that. And upon returning home, you feel this sense of reverse culture shock. So, and apologize, I'm trying to get my thoughts. So this is kind of, a lot of my videos are kind of like, they're raw, so unfiltered and unscripted. So I want to come off as authentic as I can. So I apologize if I'm stammering words, and hopefully in due time all that will improve. But yeah, but for those that have returned here in the States, and you feel the sense of reverse culture shock, and you see how the people act, and just totally different from where you were living at previously, overseas. And especially from a social and economic standpoint, you see the reason why you left in the first place. You see that when you come back, the cost of everything has exponentially increased. Certain basic things like eggs, sugar, water, flour, meat, stuff that, vegetables, groceries that when you was overseas, there was plentiful. You could walk a block, maybe less than that, maybe like a few centimeters. I know I'm exaggerating, but it was so close. You were so close to local markets. You were so close to local, mom and pop grocery stores. You didn't have to drive 5 or 6 miles and pay fill your tank up $60, $70 worth of gas just to go 2 miles just to the grocery store. You can walk to that particular grocery store, and you could buy all those groceries from that market, from that local market, for like 30, 40 bucks. And those groceries will last for a month. Now, minus the, the non-perishable or perishable goods, like your fruit, your vegetables, milk, things of that nature. But you were still able to probably drop 30 or 40 bucks, have groceries for a good solid month overseas. But you come back here, 30, 40 bucks probably get you two or three items, if that. And you also know that for those that are unfortunate to, like in my situation, to really run out of their funds or run out of their savings completely, completely, and now have to find work. And you see that the jobs are not plentiful, but not only that, the jobs are not paying anything. You know, you're just getting peanuts. You have to work 3 or 4 jobs just to take care of your basic necessities here. I'm not talking about just to have some money to put aside, you know, for you to save to possibly return back overseas. No, that's just to survive. That's just to pay the necessary bills. And for those, again, like myself, who has no transportation, no car, because remember, America is based off having cars. It's weird, but compared to other places around the world, it's really weird, but it's based on having cars. And we all know, since everything here in America is expensive beyond recognition, expensive, that cars, even used cars, you're paying almost a starter home, if more, or even more, for a used car, for almost a lemon now. It's ridiculous. The fact that everything is so high here. And add that to the fact that you're already working 2 or 3 jobs. You may be doing Uber, you may be doing DoorDash, you may be you know, you're doing all these like side gigs. You might be doing Upwork, you might be, you know, doing some stuff online, you know, just to make ends meet, but you're not able to save enough money because you see that the cost of living here in America has exponentially increased since the last time you've been back. I know for me, pretty much since the sickness, the pandemic. Yeah, so you might be thinking to yourself, like, I know I'm definitely am, like, how can I survive here? How to make it here in America, here in the States, you know, from now until the future. It's unfortunate right now that, I hate to say, but man, you definitely have to work at least 3 or 4 jobs. And no, that's real sad to say, because back 20, 30 years ago, even not that far, just let's say even 5 years ago, that wasn't the case. You could go just have a regular job, office job, I don't know, work at the airport, you know, police officer, whatever. So you have a decent salary, making probably, I say, if you're in the ballpark between $40,000, $50,000 or $60,000, you're good. You're pretty much good, especially with the low, you know, with how credit was pretty much abundant. But that's another thing right now. So I might talk about that later. But it was possible just to work 1 job and you could take care of your basic necessities and also put a little aside. And if you wanted to, you can take a little side job. And I'm not talking about Uber, but maybe you do some photography at the end. On the weekends, you go to different sport events, get paid for photography. You could do that and just have a little side business going. That was cool back then. Now it's totally different, because with the influx of free money, of money that's just been printed just crazily, the fact that your purchasing power is worth nothing now, so you have to work now 4 or 5 jobs just to keep up, you know, with your living, with your day-to-day survival. And now, like I say, I'm not talking about saving money. You're not at that point yet. God forbid that you have, you know, like myself, you have student loans, you have credit card debt, you got medical debt, which for me now, the other day, I see that my tooth right now is loose. So, and I'm not in a position to really shell out possibly tens of thousands of dollars just to get this one tooth, or maybe these couple of teeth right here fixed. Not right now. And that leads me to the next thing, as far as like just affording services like your medical, you know, just affording services like dental, going routine checkups to the hospital, going to the hospital. You know, it's costing a lot of us, a lot of Americans here, thousands of dollars, unnecessary dollars, inflated dollars. While you can go overseas, I remember going to Brazil and just getting quoted for checkups. You know, I mean, we talking about 20, 30 bucks for routine checkups. That's it. Compared to here, I'm paying close to $1,000 for checkups. I mean, it's insane. So my question is, how are we gonna make it? How are we gonna survive here with the current conditions that we are all afforded to right now? I know my plan is this. I got no point right now. Thank goodness I'm still with my family, still with mom and dad. So I'm trying to save. So that's the point. That's the point. That's the whole point. If you're in a position like me and you pretty much, you have family, you have a support system, you have, you know, a place where you can stay. You know, you don't have to really pay any type of rent. You don't have to pay, you know anything exorbitant, you know, homeowner association, mortgage, anything like that. And yeah, just, man, just like I say, just thug it out, as they say. You know, just work the 2 or 3 jobs, just save up. Unfortunately, that's where we at right now. You know, it's 2 different worlds out here. You know, it's poor and it's rich. So, you know, I hate to tell y'all, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, just do that. Just do that, man. Whatever job that you can find, just save away. And especially if you don't have any other responsibilities, you know, you don't have any family, you don't have any kids of your own. You know, right now, I hate to say it, take that, it is a blessing right now, just not to have any kids, because you don't want to put them in a situation where you can't take care of them. You know, you don't want to put them in a situation where you can't take care of them. Because like I say, children, they are a blessing, but you know, you want them in a position where they can be able to thrive, not to survive, like what you're doing, you know, like what I'm doing. But I don't know, y'all let me know. What do y'all have? What are some things that y'all doing right now to just, you know, just to survive in America, just to make ends meet? What are things that y'all doing right now? You know, what is y'all ultimate goal, what y'all want to achieve out here? You know, especially in the conditions and environment that we are in right now, where the cost of living is extremely high. The quality of life here in America has went down over the past 15, 20 years, 30 years. I mean, purchasing power, it sucks. You know, I mean, what are you doing to really, you know, take care of yourself? You know, y'all let me know, definitely. But, you know, it's definitely ways up out of here. Definitely ways up out of here. I saw the promised land, as they say. I saw it when I lived in Brazil. I saw how better things were in terms of your quality of life. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of bad things, a lot of not so beautiful things that go on in other countries, especially, you know, things I saw in Brazil. But compared to the quality of life here for the average American here, I would rather take your chances overseas. But that's how I view it. But tell me what y'all think. And also in the comments, make sure y'all put bring back Bubba Brazil. Bring Bubba back Brazil. I'll take any 2 of those, any combination of that. because this is still the mission. I'm still trying to get up out of here. So, but yeah, this is Brandon, aka Bubba, and until next time, see y'all later. Peace out.